evaluator come in and be part of a team that really can assess whether the students are getting what it is that you want. But it's really important for you to be self-assessing all the time. Like, are the kids getting what it is that you are trying to teach them? And what is the evidence there? What evidence is present for you? You know, at the end of the day, for you to know that you either have to modify your lesson for the next time you meet up with them, you're going to have to review something. How are you going to determine that? And so one of the ways that you can do that is to create a rubric for yourself.
Meeting this child. It's meeting the child. And this is where, you know, people talk about behavior problems. I think you guys did some stuff about behavior. You know, behavior comes out of I'm needing to find a way to be seen. Often that's the need that needs to be addressed. So when you start immediately seeing them and acknowledging them, that kind of dispels a little bit, right from the beginning. Okay? All right.
That would go to problem kids too, like the student. I just mean the disturber. Yes.
The one who's instructing you as to a more engaging way, perhaps, to present your curriculum.
Yeah,
one of our other big ideas. Keep going. One of our other big ideas is that students are resources to tap into, not just behaviors to manage. Because they are giving you information. I have an unmet need or an unexpressed feeling.
To create some kind of egg shape. It has to be round. We have to pretend the air is the jelly, and we're going to sway and float together. And then on a signal, we will freeze. We will slowly separate from each other, and we will become tadpoles. And when the drum is going fast, we'll be fast tadpoles. And when the drum is slow, we'll be slow tadpoles. And when the drum stops, we'll freeze, and that will be the end of the dance. Okay? Thank you very much.
And then either Erin, you know what, you're getting ready to break off in a moment.
I see eggs traveling through space, and they're keeping the jelly the same size. It's not changing.
Janice also, the teaching, teaching the frogs, well, how much knowledge they had on that subject. Like Erin was breaking down the bullfrogs or the color of the, I don't know.
Yellow.
A big factor in hip hop also is posing, okay? So, say I'm doing a dance move, right? And I'll give you a pose. That's a b-boy stance, and b-boy actually means B. It was something created with DJing so they would actually mark a certain part of a song. It was a break beat, and the dancers would actually dance to that specific part of the song. What I want you to do is, with your attitude, go to the middle of the circle and do a pose, a high pose, a mid pose, or a low pose. Any kind of pose you want, but it has to maintain your attitude.
I think you should think about teaching them what a pose is a little before you ask them to come into the circle and give a pose. For those kids that have no idea what you're talking about, right, or very shy about expressing themselves physically, maybe give them, have them as a group try out 5 different poses that you teach them. We're all going to do this now. We're all going to do this now. And just as a group, non-threatening again, so they get used to moving their body in that way. Then you can say, choose one of those as your pose. You know, chances are they'll be happy to choose one of the 5, and those that are more creative and more have more attitude will automatically stray from what you gave them. You know.
All my muscles almost. Legs. Everything, right? Squeeze your head. Now we're gonna go all the way around. There you go. Just
Just like a little T-top. What I want you to do is run into the circle as fast, this point right here. Run into the circle and then run back, all right? One at a time. Wait for your turn, okay? I'll start. Go. Keep it moving, keep it moving. I'll wait for you guys. I'll wait. Spread out a little bit. Spread out just a little bit. Okay, fantastic. I have a better idea. Instead of that, go to the middle. Let her in, let her in. Everybody's part of the Rapping Riots. All right? So we're going to move to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Not too hard, not too hard. I guess what was more important as I was going along was getting this community aspect going on. And so all those exercises were meant to build community. And to me, it actually worked towards the end because they were okay with coming together in that little circle in the cipher. So that's actually going to be continuously building, and that's actually more important than just giving them, just those dance steps.
You want to give them every opportunity to know exactly what you expect and what you're looking for. And then you get a true assessment of whether they're accomplishing it. And then you know how to set standards for the next steps because if you laid out criteria, you go in, you say your name, and then you run back out. Or you go in, you freeze, you say your name loudly, and then you run back to your spot. They'll know when they're not doing it correctly. They'll watch each other. They'll see when someone didn't follow what you asked. So all of that is learning.
So, you know the routine. How do we feel today?
Good. Excellent.
How do we feel today? Hold on. Hands. How do we feel today?
Wonderful. Extreme. No, radiant.
Beautiful. Awesome. Excellent. Good. Incredible. Fabulous. Radiant. Beautiful. So say you do a cartwheel in the circle, right? What else can you do? Can you crisscross, right? Do a cartwheel, crisscross, and then a drop. Cartwheel, crisscross, and a drop.
Drop down.
It worked. Okay, I had this task and I stuck to it. Although I kind of wanted to change it a little bit during the middle, maybe we should just do something else. But the final task was to get them in a cipher and have this community that we've been working on, this concept, and have them be okay with that. And they all encouraged each other. They all went in the circle and they all tried something new. So that was accomplished. And then there's other successful missions along the way also, but it's making those changes and being creative with the process.